Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Fist-25. You guessed it, we're doing another ship review, this time on the brand new, just released today, happy Thanksgiving, the Argo R.A.F.T. We're headed to our favorite orange planet of Aberdeen, and we're going to get an exclusive first look at this ship on day one. And this video is coming at you right now. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Oh, happy Turkey Day to everybody out there who celebrates this holiday. I have no idea if this is celebrated outside of America. I guess I should learn that. We are in our newly purchased ship, and guys, this is the first time I have ever flown this ship, so you guys are getting a pretty I guess unique experience. Most of the time I do a bunch of research and you know I go from there, but the good old, I don't know why the quantum drive was spun up, the good old Argo Cargo has a big brother now, and that is the Argo R.A.F.T. here. We're coming up on this landing pad at Aberdeen, and we're going to take a look at this ship as soon as I land. We're going to do this a little backwards. We're going to do kind of a flying look, and then we'll do the cockpit interior, then the exterior walk around. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop that landing gear. Very nice. You see the engines and landing gear kind of double. And then it also has a VTOL mode. So very helpful for landing. This is not what I thought it was going to be. It is a cargo ship. I was hoping it would be kind of a refinery ship, but turned out not to be that. Very nice landing here. We'll go ahead and shut off the engine. Get a little bit of noise out of there. So the Argo R.A.F.T., you guys can see that there's like 3 cargo containers on the raft right now. And that is basically kind of I guess the whole point of this ship. RAFT is an acronym, and it stands for Reinforced Advanced Freight Transport. It's a fairly small cargo ship manufactured by Argo Astronautics. It is designed to carry 3 external standardized cargo containers, which are right there on the screen. Each container holding a 32 SCU of cargo. So 32 times 3 is 96 is your total cargo load that you can carry. It does come with reinforced armor at the expense of weaponry. And I think that's the key here. There's another ship out there that has 96 SCU cargo, and that would be the Constellation series. I don't think this is necessarily a direct competitor with Constellation. Constellation can double as a cargo ship, but it's really more of an exploration ship. It's very multi-role. This ship doesn't even have pilot-driven weapons, right? It has very, very low weaponry. So we're probably going to have to find someone else to do if we're going to dogfight or anything, which we probably are not going to do, because, again, it only has very limited weaponry on this ship. I guess in ISC, when they kind of came out today, it said no more hand loading crates. With the raft, you'll be loaded up and ready to go, or unloaded and on to the next job before you know it. Really, this is a pure cargo hauler, and it is made for a crew of 1 to 2 people. One person can fly just fine. Just don't plan on doing any actual any fighting or anything like that. 96 SCU. You can buy the ship for $120 standalone, or $110 war bond right now at IAE, $29.51, and also at IAE you're able to upgrade to the war bond edition, save a little bit of money, get more insurance, What I did was I bought a Spartan for $65 war bond. I upgraded from the Spartan to this, which gives you an extra $15 because the Spartan is worth $80. And so, I don't know. I bought this in the paints and it cost me like $42. There is the cockpit in there. Some of the features of this ship, it doesn't handle horrible, but it handles like you would expect a cargo ship to handle. We're looking at SCM speed of 135 meters a second, maximum speed of about 840, and it weighs a little over 1,000,000 kilograms. It's designed to carry those 3 standardized removable cargo containers. It does have a docking port, which is kind of right there on the left side of the cockpit on the port side of the ship. It does come with a remote operated turret containing 2 size 3 guns. It does say there's a pair of guns operated by the pilots, and they may just not be equipped. I don't see them on Urkel, so we might have to hit our ship deal and figure that out. I'm not sure where they would go or where they're going to mount. Probably on the bottom there. I don't know. I just grabbed the ship and wanted to get it out and show you guys. Habitation, it does feature a kitchen, dining table, bunk beds, and escape pods. An armory and bathroom designed for 2 people. So there is your quick brief on the Argo Raft. Let's hop into the cockpit here. Here's our view from the cockpit. Right, so we have 3 multifunction displays. Someone is target locking me. I hope they do not blow me up. We can see it's pretty good. From a default view, you have a good view of your MFDs. What you don't have a good view of is the radar down here, right? It's just not enough shown. I would have liked the radar to be moved up and the warning panel to be moved up a little bit as well. But from the MFD point of view, we can see there's a couple buttons. Those don't do anything. Over here, there's quantum display, nav. Okay, all the different HUD things. Up top here, weapons off. So there's your weapons switch. And on this one, there's no buttons at all. So it's a little weird. From the center panel, we have deploy and retract landing gear. The VTOL button doesn't actually work, even though the ship has VTOL. Spool your quantum drive. Over here on the bottom, we have power off, engine on and off. The shield button doesn't work. Open exterior, press to unlock. There's nothing on the yoke or the warning panel. Over here, there's some buttons. Enable proximity flight assist, G-safe limiter, ESP, cruise control, and disable couple flight. There's nothing really on that stick. Looking up top, there is nothing physicalized for us to get. And then there's exit over here to the right if we want to exit. There's an exit button right there too. So that is the cockpit view from the pilot's perspective. Let's go ahead and hop out of this cockpit. I thought it was going to be a little more light out here, but it is getting dark. From the co-pilot's perspective, let's hop into this seat. They pretty much have the same thing. It looks like it's already powered on, but I think we still have to hit power on. There we go. Yeah. I hope they fix that one day. And here's the remote turret. It's just kind of over to the right. So if we hit that guy, there's our turret that's on top of the ship. And it comes with M5As, and it looks like we have 161 rounds. Oh, look, there's a big Carrick up there. Hey, Carrick, how's it going, fella? Wow, what a pretty view of the sunset out there. See the back of the ship. So the turret's on the top. That's pretty good range. Pretty good view range there. What else? Copilot have anything else? Literally anything else? No. They're there for missile operator mode and the turret. So, for right now anyway, until they have a different job. Okay, look around the cockpit. There's some cool displays up there. Looks like I have no idea what this is. Those look like ribbon cable, like computer cables. I'm not sure why there's bars there. Same thing on this side. Weird. Okay, so the door opened up. We are actually on the lower deck of this ship. And if we look over here, call out, so there is an elevator. We're not going to go in the elevator just yet. And then here's the airlock that we saw earlier that led to the docking port. Now, guys, I haven't really been in here. I just kind of went up to the bridge, so I am seeing this for the first time as well as you. So, nice looking Argo styling. And then here is our airlock door. I kind of like this being its own little compartment. Looks good. There's an alternate way to exit the ship if you don't want to bring your elevator down. And it closed by itself. I did not even close it. Okay. Let's head aft of the ship. We'll open our rear door on the lower deck. I love how the Aberdeen dust comes on half of the ship. The ship is obviously it's Argo, so it's very, very industrial. Like all Argo things are. It's all the components are industrial. It's even got cute little bunk beds here. So an upper bunk and a lower bunk, and then some kind of a screen that does nothing. Looks like a little kitchenette area, like we mentioned earlier. See if anything is interactable. We got some ketchup and mustard up here. We got some straws, some some odd things. We have some air coming out of there. I guess this is the KitchenAid 5000. We got some what looks like to be probably coffee beans, maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of a drink maker. Can't interact with any of this stuff. Right? Yeah, can't interact with any of that stuff. Do have some kind of a microwave up there too. Down below, we got some cleaning supplies. We got some alumina, stays clean longer. Some Glycinol disinfectant, some Torm. Yeah, looks like some bleach probably. Some paper towels, some shop towels. Okay, very nice. A little kitchenette over here with some, got some playing cards, a little cactus. Hull, maybe prone to vibration. Yeah. There's some status displays up there. Let's take a seat at the table. I like this. It reminds me of almost like a little RV or something. It's pretty cool. Come on, show me my face. Show me sitting at this table. Yeah. Oh, I think I have FOIP turned on, but I really didn't calibrate it. So that's what you get. Anyway, very cool. Reminds me of an RV type of table and stuff up there. There is some kind of a, oh, that's ship inventory right there. So that's your ship inventory. There's two of those. This door opened up, and in here, is this a shower? Is this the facilities? Yep, that's definitely a shower head. I don't think I've ever seen an Argo shower. Open the sink. Empty string as well. I like that. Preferred temperature 13 Celsius. Cold. Okay, nice little deployable sink. Let's empty string deploy the toilet. Okay, nice. I would like a toilet seat. I don't like to hover unless it's like a bidet. If you guys have never done a bidet, I highly recommend it. What is in here? Is this a baby changing station? What is this? I can't duck. I can't squat. Why can't I squat? Why is it on toggle? I don't know what that area is or what would go in there necessarily. But we do have some toilet paper. There's no 3 seashells on here. Over here, it looks like some storage areas. I know the beds are actually supposed to double as an escape pod. But in here, I'm just not sure what that is or what that's supposed to be. I can hear someone driving their vehicle around me. So I don't see what this is supposed to be. I would assume it's some kind of storage for something. Just don't know. Over here there is more storage for stuff, although it's not really usable. Kind of wasted space to me. And I think that's really about it. There is a ladder that goes up to the top deck, which we're going to take. So we'll go ahead and take this. Yeah, climb up it. We're going to take this ladder. This is a very tight little compartment in here. Subsystem access. And the door actually opened already. Okay, so that's just a room for the ladder, basically, guys. There's nothing else to do in there but to use the ladder. This is going back forward to the ship, and this I thought was the bridge originally. It is not, and it's not like a Carrack either. So, we got our lights shining on there. This is the support station. I do not think it works. Did that make sense? I don't think it works. Yeah, systems are on. I don't think there's anything we can actually do on this right now, but I believe this is the rail system. These cargo containers move along this rail, and this is the station to move those. So we could do that with our cargo containers here. But that feature is just really not in game. I think they said in ISE it's going to come with a cargo refactor, so that'll be very interesting to see. What is that? Is that a component? That's my jump drive. All right, my industrial jump drive. So we do have some component access up here. Here's our power plant shield generator. This, again, on the other side, same thing. So we'll be able to do our engineering, our coolers, right? And then this door opened. And here's our engine room. It looks very cool. I love this effect, these particle effects. They look phenomenal. I'd like to see what this looks like when the engines are on. It's probably going to be super loud. Very cool though. I do like it. Here's our elevator to go down. What is in here? It just says manual. Machinery may move suddenly. There's no interaction here with any of these buttons, which is fine. But avionics. We do have component access for our avionics. I guess our computer system. I'm going to have to turn that toggle off. But yeah, just our basic engineering deck here. And then we'll go ahead and call the elevator. Looks like our air filters go here. And we've already been to the lower deck. Sounds like that Carrack might be taking off. We'll go ahead and enter this guy, and we'll go and exit the ship, take a dark walk around, I suppose, of the ship. I do like how those bars kind of go halfway and then they fully open. Hey, and we're exiting the ship. Very much like a like the C2s and A2s type of deal here. I don't have them. Whoa. How did I get under there? Okay, Aberdeen's got some issues, guys. And I'm not sure what the deal is. I don't like being under the pad. I can tell you that much for sure. Okay, guys, so we're back. So there was a little bug where I got trapped underneath this landing pad. And there was nothing I could do about it. What I think is going on here is, you see how there's no bar on this elevator? I think there's supposed to be some kind of moving bar, because when it hits the deck and you go to move forward, you can't move forward. Wait a second or two and it opens. I think there's a clipping issue in there somewhere. So you can see there's my corpse in my other raft, because I had to commit suicide because I was trapped under the pad. I couldn't get out. But no matter, we're still going to do a ship review. And I also figured out there are pilot weapons on this guy, and they are exactly where I thought they would be. I had the opportunity to steal some gimbals and CF-117s. They are size 1s from my prospector, and this is where they go. Now, why can't this elevator... Oh, that's to call the elevator. So I would guess, let's say lower deck. I did notice that the door does eventually go up by, the elevator goes up by itself after about a minute or so. So with that being said, let's take an external walk around the Argo R.A.F.T here. We're going to start on the starboard side. This is a symmetrical ship, so don't have to worry about the port side being any different. It's very industrial looking. I actually really enjoy the look of Argo, and I will say that these lights, while I do have them turned on, they don't actually work. We'll check that again in the cockpit, but I was not getting any light to work, which is actually the second time that's happened in a ship just released straight to flyable. The lights, like the graphic works, but they don't do anything. Here is our airlock, and it does work from the ground. So that's the only asymmetrical aspect really of the ship. The pilot and co-pilot area, the cockpit up there, kind of down, and it looks like these are some kind of like, I want to say bumpers or stops. So when you actually go to dock with something, that's kind of what you're pushing up against. And they're just a little bit forward of the cockpit. So very nice, very crane-like, very industrial looking. I love the VTOL engines, and I love that these feet also double as the engine as well. I really like that. I really like that with this ship. It's actually a fairly large ship. You can see why it weighs about 1 million kilograms. They say it's small cargo, but it's a fairly large ship. Maybe not compared to an Indus or anything, but to me, it's a large ship. More engines here. There's 4 feet. Stands up very nice. I really am enjoying the look of it. I love the orange Argo color. Here are the containers here. I don't think we have any access to them, especially while they're not on the ground. There's nothing we can do to try to open these doors here. It looks like there's definitely a rail system in place to move them around. We can see a thruster over here in the back. Just very cool ship. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Probably, because this is a good ship, very heavily armored, it looks, to just do straight cargo missions. And again, there's those pilot guns down there. So with that being said, let's go load up some cargo. If we can find the right place to do it. Actually, should we do this on the video? Should we go try to retrieve my corpse? I actually just rebought the exact same armor, but there's my other Argo R.A.F.T. I hope at some point it goes away. See how my corpse is like under the deck? And I don't know if I could do anything to... I'm an armistice, so I can't use my tractor beam. Oh, put that away. Oh gosh. Here we go. Store the multi-tool. Thank you. I don't think I have access to my body, like, at all. Let's even go prone. Oh, you guys can't see anything. I'm sorry. That was dumb. Okay. Anyway, other Argo R.A.F.T. There's the good Argo R.A.F.T. I guess that's gonna work. Let's where is the store here? Where can I go buy some stuff at? It's usually got the 4. It's got the 4 orange lights is usually the storage area, which is where you can buy stuff at. Because I want to go, obviously it's a cargo ship. See, it says storage up there. That means we can buy stuff. I want to, use it as a cargo ship. We're going to go do a cargo run right now. What the ship is meant to do. Okay, we are going to buy at the one Argo R.A.F.T. I have. I guess there's 2 here, but the other one's not saying it's mine. Gold. We'll go buy some. We'll buy some gold. I don't have very much money, so. Ooh. 93 SEU. Let's buy something cheaper. We're not going to make as much money, but I don't have that much money because of the reset. So we'll fill up 96 SCU of aluminum, and that's going to cost 10.5. Okay, I like how these screens are a lot faster. That's very nice. Hey. Nope, no one's there. No one's running the store. I thought I saw Ted in there earlier. Okay. Let's head to the Argo Raft that actually has stuff in it. Why do they both say uninitialized? That's kind of weird. I certainly hope it loaded this Argo Raft and not the other one. So let's go ahead and call the elevator. So for posterity, we're going to try to enter. So he can't enter. I'm stuck right there. But give it a second and boom, I can enter. So I think it's it might have used the model of the Hercules, even though this one actually has rails that seem to work. Where the Hercules is bugged, they don't have the rails, it just magically floats up. It does take a while to open these doors, but you do have bridge access. This light, the light artifact right there kind of stinks. We'll hop into this pilot seat. All right. Let's turn on the engines. It's actually really, really good sound. Really good sound there. All right, let's take off in VTOL. All right, we're pretty far up. We're going to retract our landing gear. It moves to the back. We're going to start going forward. We'll retract our VTOL. Boom. All of our engines are going. All 6 of them. And we made it up 3,000 meters already. I guess I'm going to spool my drive. We're going to head to Hurston, to Lorville. And we're going to attempt to trade this fine aluminum. And we're going to attempt to abandon. I can abandon my corpse now, right? Actions. I don't even know how to do it. I know it's an option. Okay, let's make our way to Hurston. You saw that was pretty quick. It's just an OM, right? But these quantums are actually fairly slow because they are industrial grade Cs. So, for instance, it comes with a bolon. Which if you're going from, say, Port Olisar to Hurston, it's 7.5 minutes. PO to Microtech, it's 13 minutes. But it's fairly conservative with the quantum fuel and the hydrogen and all that. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Industrial components usually last longer. They use way less resources. Of course, you won't take me to Hurston. Okay. I cannot wait until they revamp the map and the way quantum works because it is in dire need of fixing. Of course, you want to let me select Lorville. Will you let me select anything? How about Everest Harbor? Nothing? I mean, the system does work, but it's a little finicky. I guess is a good word. All right, guys. So I am going to speed this up so you don't have to watch the whole transition here. Actually, I'll just probably cut, and I will see you at the trade terminals. All right, guys, we are here at the trade center on Hurston, and we are going to sell. We're going to grab the Argo Raft. Hey, I did load up the right raft. Why would I sell Venture Corsiana? That's weird. Oh, because I have stuff in my armor. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're going to sell this aluminum. We bought it for 110. It goes for 130. To sell all the units, it's 12,479. So I'm making just about, I don't know, a little over $1,000 in profit. Of course, that wasn't a very valuable commodity, being aluminum, but you know, I'd also didn't want to risk all my money. You never risk all your money on a trade, right? But there you go. Digging this new armor as well for the Herstonites here. Very cool. Okay, so that is trading. Cargo running here. Made a little bit of money. Let's go bring this ship back up into space. I want to fire the guns a little bit, and then we'll look at the loadout, and then we'll probably end the video. So thanks for hanging with me so far. Just stay tuned. All right, everybody. So we're back here. We're here at Lorville. We're about to leave the station. I'm going to call the elevator. I want to show you the flight characteristics of the Argo R.A.F.T, as well as some of the weapon characteristics of the ship, and how fast it's going to take to get out of atmosphere. Give it a couple seconds. Boom. Lower deck is the bridge level. So the ship moves fairly slow. It's fairly clunky. It's very heavy. I think I may have said that before, but it still bear in mind that it moves up very well because of the VTOL. Come on. There we go. The way like the area for the buttons and everything are, it's kind of weird. You're gonna have to zoom in and make sure you have the pointer arrow and not the finger, like for weapons off. You actually want the arrow if you're going to use the in-house, the MFDs as they're meant to be used. Okay, let's lift off. Sounds like the hangar's fully open. Very tight in this hangar, very tight. Use a little bit of afterburner to get going. So notice these ships are not spawning with VTOL active, right? I left this ship in VTOL, and that's been a thing with 315.1. Your VTOL is not on when you spawn the ship. So just keep that in mind, guys. We're going to go ahead and retract the landing gear. We'll head forward, switch our VTOL, and we'll move around here just at Hurston. Been having some issues with the joystick, like taking over control, and my mouse not being able to work correctly. Oh, jeez. I had it earlier when I was coming in. Same issue. It's almost like the game just has to catch up. So it's kind of weird. All right, there we go. Now my mouse has movement. Let's head out of atmosphere. I'm going to... It's pretty slow in atmosphere, of course. It gets up near its SCM speed, which is about 135 meters a second. Let's see how long it takes us really to leave Hurston. Okay, we're up at about 90. Let's engage our afterburner. That's a pretty cool look. How fast does the boost go? It goes pretty quick. That's pretty quick. Let's see what a full charge takes. It's okay, so it's fairly slow to recharge. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to switch back to normal or go to an OM marker here. Or Everest Harbor, which is right there. Okay. So Oh, jeez, the quantum stuff. Okay, so here we are. We're heading towards our maximum speed, which should be about, well, 840-ish. There we go. So 840, our max speed in the Argo Raft. There's a great shot of the raft. That may just be the thumbnail, folks. There's a look at it from space, spanning around. I'm starting to really dig the aesthetic of this ship. It's very nice. I think it's got a lot of potential, to be honest with you. Okay, so there's our SCM speed. I'm sorry, our maximum speed. We're going to slow down to SCM now. And notice I have pilot weapons on here now. I have 2 CF-117 Bulldogs, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot those. We'll take a look at what that looks like. They are on a gimbal, so I can move them around a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what the actual turret weapons look like here from the co-pilot station. Power on. Okay. Enter the remote turret. It's charging up. There is our ship, the back of the ship. So pretty standard size 3 laser cannons. I probably end up fitting these with repeaters, but it's not meant to be a fighting ship. But it does have some size 3s, which means it can defend itself at least a little bit. So there we go, folks. That's a quick look at the weapon systems. It looks like our SCM speed here is about 135 now that we've come down to it. And there we go. Flight characteristics of the Argo R.A.F.T. So I got to ask you guys, have you ever watched a Fist-25 video? You know darn well I'm going to take this ship dogfighting. Not that it's going to be any good. But one thing to keep in mind, there are no missiles on this ship. The pilot turret, I don't have anybody in the co-pilot seat, so I don't have a spare turret. This is basically 2 size 1 weapons on at least they're on a gimbal. At least we have that. On a ship that's slow and bulky. But the ship does have 41,000 hull hit points. And it does have size 2 shields. So for a mission that's like low risk and stuff like that, if this is like the only ship you have, okay. I just want to kind of see how it'll perform against some of the other ships. This is a low risk target mission. These other ships are probably going to be way faster than I am, but that's okay. I'm curious of how it'll perform in the debris field here. So I'm pretty much going to try to keep it near SCM. I don't want to be going too fast because I'm not going to be able to get out of some of those turns. So hopefully our target will spawn here. Notice, I mean, you can tell it's really not made for fighting because the radar down here just is, there's nothing there. So, and it's hard to see anything either. So I've had some servers that have had these issues lately where the guys are just not spawning in. They do eventually spawn in, but you do have to wait. This was an issue in 3.14. It was an issue in 3.13. It was a major issue in 3.12. It was there in 311. I think the last time I had bad guys spawn in pretty instantly when I came near was like 310, 39 into 38. Just kind of the way it goes, folks. There we go. Jasper Grimaldi. Okay. I don't even know what kind of ship they're in because I don't have their display up here. That's all right. Let's go to... I will probably take a shot here, but they are in a Mustang Delta. And I did see that the lights do actually work. They're just not very bright, guys. Okay. A little bit slow. Very slow to turn. I mean, this guy should be tearing me up because he's so much more maneuverable. I think it's more the skill level. He is doing some damage. Of course, so am I. Boom! Even got the third person camera on that one, guys. All right, well, there goes Jasper Grimaldi. There is a tad bit of dogfighting in the Argo Raft. You knew I was going to do it. I was debating on whether I should. Oh, and see, the mission didn't complete. So what happens in this case, because I did kill the target of this mission, it's a delay thing, right? The system doesn't realize that I killed him. Sometimes they do spawn friends, and when they do spawn friends, they're going to show up at this marker. A lot of times they show up and they just don't do anything. So there's a lot of love that needs to be done to these servers. And it's unfortunate. I don't think 315, especially in 315.1, was just really ready for prime time. But I have actually had these missions also complete just flying away. Like the database recognizes, oh yeah, you killed the main person. So with that, guys, I'll probably sit around here and wait for his friend to show up and blow him up. But I'm going to push you over to the loadouts. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so we're here for the loadout of the Argo R.A.F.T. I need to get off the Redeemer side here. Let's go over to Argo, pull up the Raft. You'll notice that Urkel, and I just did a refresh, Urkel is actually not quite up to date with the weapons that the Raft has. Excuse me. They do have the turret guns on there, but I don't know because the weapons don't come stock with the ship, but they have not included a place where you could attach a couple of pilot guns, size 1s, if you choose to. So I think they just need to do an update on that. But let's look at general stats for the Argo R.A.F.T. Excuse me, the turrets do 1,000 DPS, and that's with laser cannons. I mean, look, the ship shouldn't be fighting, but if it does, and it's the only ship you have or something like that, I would probably put repeaters on there, just because it's easier typically for a turret to shoot repeaters. And I would go with the cheapest repeater in 315, and that being the CF337s. You can get them at New Babbage for under 10,000 per repeater. Keeps your DPS the same, but it's a little bit easier to hit your target because they fire faster, so you're going to get a little bit more shots on target. That being said, let's look at the shields. We're at 15,000 hit points on the shields. All the components here are industrial grade C components, so they do have a little bit of room for improvement. The stock shield is the Aspis, which it's a fine shield. It gives you 7,500 hit points. If you wanted to go full industrial, which is probably what I recommend for this ship, I would upgrade to the Rampart, which is 8,625 hit points, over 1,000 more hit points times 2, right? Because there's 2 shields. It is the most expensive Class A industrial, but it'll serve you well. I used to use those on my Vanguard consistently. If you did want to go military, you could go with the FR-76. Those are 38,000 a piece, where the Ramparts are 53,000. So maybe with this, because they have the same hit points right now, there's really no other choice. Then in 315, I would recommend the FR-76. I think in the long run, you want to stay industrial. Those parts are supposed to last longer. They're supposed to be, less maintenance overall. They're just supposed to be slower, right? So I would imagine they'd be slower in recharge, but that's just not the case in this patch because they're still playing with shield settings. So I changed my recommendation. I would go with FR-76. If you really want to make it better against ballistics and lasers, go with an FR-76, and then go with a Sukaron. If you can't buy these numbers, you have to steal it off of your banding ships. So you could possibly steal it off a Prowler if you have a Prowler. Okay. But I will go with basically two FR-76s that cranks our shields up to 17,250. Let's look at power. 3,035 out of 25,000 power per second that is available. That is just fine. There's no reason to change your power plants on this ship. Not right now. We're barely sipping the power. There's plenty to go around. But if you did want to get more power, I would probably recommend... I wouldn't go necessarily with industrial. It comes with a diligence, which is 12,500. I'd probably go with JS 400s because in the past they have recharged faster with a EMP or something. So I'll say for this ship, remember I'm new to the ship as well. I'd say just leave the power plants alone. Stay with the diligence. For the coolers, you can see we're using 363K out of 16,000K. So we're barely even using our coolers. They come with cool core industrial grade Cs. The best would be the snowpack. So if you wanted to upgrade, you could pay 8,800 times 2 to get the snowpacks. I probably wouldn't recommend it. We're barely using our cooling now. I would say just stick with the stock loadout. The quantum drive. This is probably something you're going to want to upgrade. The quantum drive is a bowl-on industrial grade C, which means it's slow. Okay, I did go from Person to Microtech, and it's very slow. So I would probably recommend if you had to go industrial, it's not even worth getting the Hurricane because it's barely better than the Bolin. I would probably recommend going with an XL1, just because it's the fastest drive in the game. And all we have right now is Stanton for the foreseeable future until we get Pyro. Once we get Pyro, I'd probably switch back to the industrial quantum drive because it's going to sip fuel. I barely use any quantum fuel out there. The XL1 it's fast, right? So it goes from PO to Microtech in 4 minutes versus the Bolon, which is 13 minutes. So it's significantly faster. And that's about it for components. Let's look at the base stats for the Raft. Oh, by the way, stealth wise, this ship is not going to be stealth, right? EM is 44,000. Okay. IR is not too high at 8,000, but the EM is really high. You're not going to be stealthy, so don't even bother with stealth components. This is a light freight ship. Industrial is the career, right? Hauling. Ship size is 3. It has quite a few hit points for the hull. So in addition to The shields of 17,000. The hull has 41,000 hit points, almost 42. The we've already been through the mass and the flight characteristics of this. The pitch and yaw are 21 degrees, very slow. The roll is 55, also very slow. But that's what you expect. We already went over the cargo grid's 96 SCUs, and the cargo is stored in those 3 shipping containers attached to the ship. The hydrogen capacity, very high at 2.2 million liters, and the quantum fuel capacity also very high at 27,000 liters. So, like I said, if this ship is made for long-range freight hauling. So hopefully you have some valuable components in there, or whatever you're carrying to be able to haul. The last part of the loadout here would be the paint schemes. There is the default paint scheme, the famous orange of the Argo. The second paint scheme here that we can talk about, you have to purchase these extra to the ship, would be the first one is the anchor livery. This is kind of a grayish skin, I guess we would just call it. It's not my favorite. It's more of that light gray, dark gray kind of paint scheme. It's okay. Don't get me wrong. It's okay, but just not my favorite. My favorite's the stock. I like the Argo orange, but if I were to pick a different one, it would be the next paint scheme, the hazard livery, because that's actually kind of black and it has the yellow, which to me it just kind of speaks industrial, speaks I guess shipping, if you're going to have that. So I do like the Raft hazard livery. And then the final livery we have is the polar livery for the Raft, which is the same polar livery we get for all the other ships. It's camouflage white to mix in with the snow and stuff like that. Especially good for microtech, or anywhere that it's going to be like a bright white if you're looking for camouflage on that ship. And those are the 3 liveries for the Argo R.A.F.T. That's pretty much it to the loadout. There's not a lot more to talk about because we don't have radars or thrusters. And so we'll move on to the next part of the video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe the video if I've earned your like and you are enjoying watching. And don't forget, we have a ton of other videos. We stream every week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain. And Jawa does a mining stream on Sundays called Java with Jawa. And that's exclusively on Twitch. And our Thursday streams, we both stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I stream on YouTube and Jawa streams on Twitch. So we hope to see you there. Please head over to the website, fistingjawa.org. Check out the Discord, and all of our links are up there. Our merch store, our Patreon, our Twitch, everything's up there. Nice and easy. You can get to it from the site. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next segment. All right, guys. So I want to, this is the outro here. I want to say thank you for watching the video. You probably thought I cut earlier on my way into Hurston, but nope, I'm actually filming the outro of the video. I want to get this thing out as soon as possible so you guys can make informed decisions on whether you want to buy an Argo R.A.F.T. I think it's an interesting vehicle. I do actually really enjoy the styling. I kind of like the, I guess, how could I say it? I like the aesthetic. I like just the way that the ship moves, the way it looks, the way it feels. It is slow, right? I mean, I'm moving at SCM speed right now past the Hurston building. It is a slow ship, but it's supposed to be. It's very armored. It's very based on cargo, right? So just keep that in mind. It reminds me a little bit of a Terrapin, even though the Terrapin it's a turtle, right? So it's armored, it's slow, it's supposed to be for scanning, things like that. And this is kind of in the same note. And for those Terrapin lovers out there, if you want a dedicated cargo ship that's very similar to the Terrapin, then I think this might be the ship for you. I think I'm going to hang on to this guy, at least for the time being. And I mean, I got an LTI token with it, so I kind of want to get back into cargo trading. I'll probably work my way up to using my Caterpillar or something like that. But to start out trading and for very armored and secure trading, I think this is a good ship. So I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about the look of the Argo Raft? What do you think about the ship in general? Do you plan on buying one? Are you going to wait for the cargo refactor to happen? What are your thoughts on the Argo Raft? I'd love to know. As always, Jawa and I really appreciate you guys watching the video. We are almost to 1,000 subs. Don't forget we have the giveaway for all our subscribers and patrons, actual Twitch subscribers and patrons. We're doing our T16,000 sticks giveaway, and we're going to be doing, once we hit 1,000 subs, we're going to be doing a Rock and Cuddy Black ship giveaway. So stay tuned for that on the channel. It'll be announced in the Discord. If you guys would like to join us and be in some of the videos, or just go mining with Jawa, or go flying with us on our streams, we stream every night. Every night. We stream every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Jawa streams Java with Jawa on Sundays at 9 a.m. and that's the mining stuff. Please join us on our Discord. You can find the links to everything: our Patreon, our merch store, our Discord, everything we got over at our website, which is fistandjawa.org. I would love to see you guys there. And hopefully I won't run into the planet as I land. We have a lot of members in our Discord. Some of them are actually pretty darn active, and our community is growing. We are also kind of partnered with the Cobra TV community as well. We love those guys. They're awesome. So come play with us. Come fly with us. And hopefully we'll see you in the verse. Thanks for watching. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This hangar is so tight. Can I even fit in here? I guess we're gonna find out. Just barely, huh? Could you make it a little tighter, CIG? Alright, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. Good night, Stanton.